and welcome back to Tarot and Chill. My name's Nisha, and this is a pick a card reading with some work, career and money predictions for your 2024 or your upcoming year. I've got 4 groups for you to choose from today. Group 1 is the intimacy card, Group 2 is boundaries, Group 3 is communication, and Group 4 is intuition. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice. Otherwise, I'll see you in your reading. All the timestamps will be below, and you can also find details of my personal readings if you're interested. There's a discount on yearly forecasts until the end of the year. You can find details of that below and on my channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy this reading, and leave me a comment if you feel like it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the intimacy card. Let's see what cards you have. From the Earthen Tower, you have the 3 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. Then from the Vision Quest Tower, you have the 10 of Earth reversed, the Ace of Water reversed, Transformation reversed, and the Sun of Fire. It feels like there's something important to take care of this year. It's to do with something you're really passionate about. But it also may be like an emergency situation, like you absolutely have to do something about something. You have no options, you're running out of time. It's like a do or die situation that requires your attention, and I feel like it's going to lead to you doing something you're really passionate about more, or feeling more into the moment, feeling more engaged with the moment, feeling more excited about the moment. But it seems like there's potential for you to go a bit overboard with it, get a bit too excited about it and end up with a feeling of, nah, I don't really like it that much anymore. You might feel a bit overwhelmed. Maybe this has already happened, maybe this is the situation that this reading is describing, like a particular career situation. Feels like something you love, something you're really passionate about, something you're happy when you do, and something you do have a long-term plan for, or you did have a long-term plan for. That felt like, I need to do this. It was like emergency, like I must do this. You were so passionate about it. I do feel like you climbed the ladder a lot, and you did manage to make a lot of it. You managed to get very far. But I'm seeing someone got distracted by their temptations and pleasures and things that they were passionate about from something else that they were passionate about. And someone, it was more like drinking and partying, and maybe it was like your temptations and your passions and your pleasures. And you maybe have just burnt out. Maybe you just did it too much. Maybe you just did your career too much. Maybe you did it all day, every day, which was fine, and you loved it and you found it so engaging that you wanted to do it all day. But then maybe you just found yourself a bit spoiled of it, like it was spoiled for you. Maybe you started to feel tired and burnt out and defeated. I feel like there's a sensitivity in you that's tuned in to what you actually like and what you don't like. And there's a sense of a really excited feeling within you about something, but you feel a bit cautious about it. Like it feels really good, but it feels like you need to be careful with it and not push too far, too fast with it. And I'm seeing there's a change for you this year with regards to something you're doing long term, and it feels like because you want to. I also feel like some things you may find change without you really wanting them to change. You might have a hard time letting go. You might find it hard to get closure on things that you're asked to let go of. You might find you have to give something away, or you might find you do let go of something you've been doing for a long time, and later feel like you maybe shouldn't have. Maybe you will feel like in a few months you maybe wish you hadn't have put less effort into it. Because I'm seeing there's something you've been working on long term, and it maybe made money for quite a while. It maybe doesn't at some point this year as much as it used to anymore. And you might find you have to sell some things. You might sell them for a bit less than they're worth, rather than what you bought them for, or more than they're worth. I'm seeing someone might start to feel a bit disillusioned with like luxury shopping or with things in general, with shopping, with materialism, with money, with their life, with their job. It feels like there's a sense of sadness and disappointment at some point, even if you are doing what you love. And I feel like someone might have to leave a long-term career in a way that makes them a bit disappointed. Even though you might be leaving to do something really exciting or travel elsewhere, it doesn't feel like you're going to be depressed about it and disheartened. But I do just feel like it's a bit hard for you to let go. I also feel like someone might have difficulty keeping a job that's the long-term job, because you might want to agree to a new opportunity and you might find the new opportunity wasn't as good as the previous job. So be a bit careful with that, but I also just feel like it may be time for a change. And you might want to cling on to something that's old and traditional and usual for you, something that you're used to doing, something that's always been good for you, something that's always made you money. You might want to hold on to it, but you actually feel like it's bad. If you actually look at your feelings, you might really feel like stuck and stagnant and trapped and a bit bored. But it feels like the more you hold on to it, the more bored you're going to feel. And the more comfortable you're going to feel in a bad way. It's like you've got too comfortable with something that's not that good for you. I'm seeing someone might have a job that doesn't pay that much, but they're like too attached to it and they can't let it go. They feel like an overwhelming wanting to grab onto it because maybe it is your passion. And it feels like it makes some money, but maybe just not enough as you need. And it feels like it's an emergency need for you to maybe move on to something else. Aim higher, aspire towards something better. And I do feel like you might be cancelling what you always wanted. You might be changing what you always wanted and letting go and completely restructuring your organisation and the way you work. So you can be someone else, so you can be someone new. And I'm seeing you feeling a different way about things you used to feel consistent about. You may change how you felt in a way that's kind of refreshing. And it feels like you're just going to go with the flow and go with the changes, even if it is unpleasant. Because there are new opportunities out there. I feel like someone might be changing their career path to something brand new. And it's really exciting once you get over that feeling of like, oh, but I've got to leave my old job. Like you might be really attached to your old job and love it, but feel this guided sense that there's something new for you and something better for you. And I do feel like the new thing is going to be really exciting for you. And it's going to lead to you feeling fresh, and you might get to travel or do something a bit different. So anyway, I feel like it's going to be a bit of an up and down year. I do feel like there's a travel for you. I feel like there's a move. I feel like there's a promotion, an upgrade to your career situation, a chance to do something you love. Someone you might be getting engaged and maybe just getting a bit lazy for a while. And maybe finding you don't actually like being provided for by your spouse. You might find you prefer doing your own thing and getting your own money. That's just for one or two people probably. I do feel like someone might be going into like warehouse drinks distribution or something like that. That's really interesting. Or being something to do with like a grocery store or a bar or something like that. Someone might be working in a bar. And I also feel like someone might have to do 3 jobs. And they might feel like it's an emergency situation for them to get out of a funk in their life. Like you might be really bored and finding life is not really engaging you. Maybe you spend time with your partner and chill at home and find nothing else is fun. And you just want to find like your new career path. And I feel like you have 3 different potential directions to follow. You might find that 2 of them or 3 of them are really obviously not you. And you end up doing something completely different. But it feels like time to try. You might try 3 different jobs at once and find one of them's your passion, or maybe none of them and it's something else is your passion. And I also want to say someone, your partner, might end up taking care of you, but not for that long, because I feel like your partner might lose... Sorry, my camera died. I might have lost a bit of your reading. But what I was saying is your partner might at some point not be able to keep their long-term job as well. Maybe they've got something temporary, maybe they can't keep doing what they're doing forever. So maybe they won't always be able to support you as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you'd like a personal, please feel welcome to get in touch. The information will be below, and I'm doing a special discount on yearly forecasts, so if you'd like to have a look at your own personal 2024 for all areas of your life, and also a look at each month in detail and some themes and overall energies for the year, please get in touch. There's a 10% discount until the end of the year. I also have lots of other readings available if you're interested. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, leave me a comment, and check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again. Bye! This reading is for you if you chose the Boundaries card. Let's see what cards you have. From the Urban Tarot, you have the Wheel of Fortune. And then from the Vision Quest Tarot, you have Six of Fire, Sun of Water, and Lovers. It feels like you have a really great opportunity this year. And I feel like this month even, it feels like the start of the year or when you're watching this. And it's so happy that you will just laugh. You may want to laugh and laugh and laugh and smile and smile and smile. And I'm seeing before that you were feeling sad and it's going to fade the sadness away. This new opportunity, it really feels like yours, like your destined opportunity. It's some kind of job opportunity or career opportunity or money opportunity that you're a winner at. It's like your winning opportunity, the one that you're best at, the one that you're really great at, the one that you're perfectly fitting. Like say the job description, it has like every single keyword that you have on your CV. It has every single skill listed that you have, and it doesn't have anything listed that you don't have. And it's maybe a bit of a specific niche job that not everyone could do. It's a specific set of skill requirements and a salary that's a bit of a stretch for you. It might be a bit of a reach for you. I'm seeing it's a bit of an aim high and you'll get it kind of situation this year for you. You may not have to aim very high. It seems like ground level, but just above. It's like if you're applying normally for jobs, you're looking for what you would normally do, but you just maybe like stretch the pay scale up a bit. Like you don't actually change the job description. You don't change anything about what you're looking for, the same place, you look for the same location, you look for the same hours, you look for the same dress code and like hybrid or not hybrid. But for some reason, you just find that if you just stretch the pay scale up by like 10,000 a year, even like for someone way more than that, you might find that you get a lot more jobs and there's a lot more open for you. And you might find that you exclude lots of ones that are for someone else actually, because you might have some specialist experience that's... What I'm seeing is you might have climbed a bit of a ladder away from people, and you might still feel like you're really far away from your dream goals. You might feel like you're nowhere towards them. But I do feel like you've come really far, and you've climbed the ladder quite a lot more than other people. And I feel like there are other opportunities for other people that they're not seeing. Like I'm seeing this door here. It's an opportunity for, say, this person to go through, and maybe you could come back down the ladder and go through this opportunity. I feel like you might be trying to go for these opportunities and they don't want you, because they're looking for this person to be interesting and go through here. Because you've already started going up here, it's like you're kind of like hanging out on the wall here until someone takes you into this magic castle here. So it's like time for you to aim higher. And you will get it. It feels like time for you to make progress with your career. And I'm seeing an opportunity with progressional potential. Like there's like 6 different routes for you to go towards promotion. With this job, it's like a role that's maybe not that specific, but it does require your specific areas of expertise. And maybe it is specific, like the kind of requirements for the person. The person spec is specific. But maybe what you're actually doing is a lot of different things on a day-to-day basis that leads you to a kind of career where you can choose, maybe it's like an assistant manager role, or the same thing that you're doing but at a senior level, or maybe a completely different thing that would be interesting and easy for you to do once you've done what you've done. Maybe there's like a training and study path. Maybe there's something really, 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 really adjacent near to it that's different, that you would enjoy more, that pays roughly the same. Maybe just like more opportunities to do the same job but with like a different company that you like more. And I'm feeling like it will open up your world of possibilities to the point where you feel grateful and happy and really good about your skills. I especially feel this energy for you if you've done something like drama, performing arts, movies, acting, something like that, especially to do with screenplays or theatre or movies. I feel like you might be doing something with stars, like collecting with a bunch of stars and maybe putting on a performance with people who you really love. You might connect with someone on an emotional level even. I feel like you might end up dating someone who you work with in a career level and they come in really quickly and your job fulfills you, or your career or your passion project even fulfills you. And it feels like there's a lot of potential for growth based on what you're doing. I do see potential for you to come with someone else on a partnership, come together with someone else on a partnership that creates better life for both of you. And maybe it creates jobs for more people. There may be a couple of other people you can pull in. Maybe it's like a friendship group and you do a business together. And it provides for all of you. I'm seeing you having a bit of a peaceful year. It's not that stressful. It feels like you have one great opportunity in front of you that feels aligned, that leads you towards other things in the future. It feels like you can branch out if you want to. But there's one main opportunity that I feel like I should tell you about, and you might be doing it with other people who are really fun and great. I really want to say it's your year, it's your time to shine. You're getting something really big for you this year, something really great's happening. It might be something that you've always wanted or something you've been trying to get for months already. It's like time finally for you to shine, finally time for you to get everything you ever wanted. And I do feel like this year is going to be a really, really, really good year. Someone you might end up taking some time off because you fall in love and want to go with someone and just follow them, maybe. I do still feel like you and your partner will start a business together or something. You might even have a child who's really good at business and end up with like a whole family business. Especially if your family is 4 people, I feel like you might have a family business. And it starts going really well and you start shooting higher and aiming higher. And trying to do more and more and more, especially if it's photography. I don't know why photography is coming through, like a photography business. And I feel like a tip would be get your sets better, like get nicer backgrounds and nicer props and things to make your scenery and background for the, I want to say videos as well as photos to come out nice. Anyway, really interesting. If you'd like a personal reading, please get in touch. The information will be listed below. I'm doing a 10% off special on yearly forecasts until the end of the year. If you'd like to get yourself a New Year treat, you can. Or a happy Christmas gift or happy holidays gift. Or just happy beginning of 2024 in general New Year gift. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose communication. Let's see what cards you have. From the Urban Tarot, you have the 8 of Pentacles, Prudence. And the Princess of Wands, the Dancer. And from the Vision Quest Tarot, you have 10 of Air, Negative Thinking. Balance. And the 8 of Air, Interference. I'm feeling you may need to do some work on your own inner state this year. For you to find the best opportunities, I feel like you may be getting a bit stressed and shouty with people and having outbursts of negativity all the time. Maybe it's only in your own mind, maybe you don't actually say it to anyone, maybe you're just always thinking really negatively and moaning. I feel like some of you are already aware about this, maybe someone's told you or maybe you've told yourself. Maybe you feel like you're a bad vibe and you're not really enjoying everything. I'm seeing there is a possibility for you to just enjoy yourself if you just get stuck into your work. Like, I don't feel like you hate your work, I feel like you actually enjoy it. You may be just one of those people who, when you talk to people, you end up being negative and complaining. So it might be best for you to just keep it all inside and just not say anything and just chill and try not to communicate with your co-workers, because I feel like your co-workers might be really bitchy or people around you. Other people might be very negative and want to spread gossip and rumours and pass on what you've said. So try not to hang out with people who are, honestly, try not to hang out with people who are bad vibes because it will rub off on you. And it's very hard to keep your head above that. Like if you've got lots of colleagues who are always complaining about the job, it might be difficult for you to get your head above it and stop thinking it's really bad. You might start thinking the job's bad. Especially if you're brand new, you might start talking to the older employees. And they're like, oh, I fucking hate it here, it's dreadful. And you're thinking, oh, I love it, I've just started, I love it, I'm having a great time. Maybe they just put you off the job on the first day. You think, oh no, should I look for a new job already? Everyone here hates it so much. Maybe if you didn't even talk to them and you just got on with the job, you would find it perfectly acceptable to you. And actually you'd think it was really good. And maybe it's really stable enough to let you go and pursue your passions at the weekend. I feel like this job is the kind of job, like the work that you're doing this year, or the job that you have or the career that you have this year. It's kind of a safe bet for you, but it also may have some fun, risky elements, or it might be so safe and comfortable and boring for you that it lets you have a lot of time on the weekend to do something like pursue your lifelong goal of being an entertainer or an athlete, a comedian or dancing or something else, or producing music videos or music or something like that, it feels like you might have some potential to do something really exciting, and you might have a possibility to do like a job share with someone, or to balance a 9 to 5 and a side hustle that's a bit risky, like a safe 9 to 5 and a risky hustle in a way that's really good for you. But I feel like you might have to eliminate friendship for you to do that. You might have to eliminate colleagues. You might have to try not to get involved in other people's stuff and try not to get influenced by them, because I feel like they'll be distracting for you. And you might get distracted by other alternatives to your current job. You might be one of those people that gets really excited when you hear about something new. Like, say you're working as like a shoe designer and you're interested in other things, and maybe you want to be a tailor. Maybe you can do tailoring on the weekend, but maybe it's like if you hadn't heard about tailoring being so fun, or just started to get the tailoring bug, maybe you would have stayed with your job as a shoe designer. Maybe it's like the shoe designing one is safe compared to the tailoring. I'm not saying it is or it isn't. I'm sure there's not much difference. Maybe there is. Let me know. But yeah, it feels like there is maybe some potential for you to do something risky. I feel like you'll be fine, but you may need to not listen to your own negative thoughts about it. You need to be really brave and just get on with the work, and not even listen to your own interfering, self-sabotaging depression thoughts that are things like, oh, you'll never succeed with this, or oh, you're rubbish at this, or oh, this is too hard, or I can't. It feels like you have to get over that and get to the point where you just think, no matter how hard this is, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna figure out how to do it. I'm gonna put in the hours, even if it takes me all day. I'm gonna do it. I'm really energetic about it. I'm really passionate, and I'm gonna go home at the end of the day. And it's really, really difficult for you, I feel like some points throughout the year you just can't, and you want to scream at people and you think, nah, you just don't understand how hard it is. And they get upset maybe with you, and you might argue with co-workers, and you might even find that you do find something too hard. After thinking it was good for a while, you might start negative thinking yourself into finding it really, really difficult and wanting to do something different. So it's up to you completely, but I do feel like you'll hear a lot of job opportunities this year, and some of them might distract you from what you're currently doing, and it might be like a decision to make whether you want to move on to something new or stay with what you're doing. I do feel like you're going to get an opportunity to demonstrate your best talents, whether they're really stable ones or really extraordinary, out there, avant-garde, different ones. It feels like there are a lot of opportunities, but if you are on stage, I feel like people might just talk negatively about you. You might find there's like a gossip club. And it's really important for you to not focus on them and focus on just the work, doing the work. Doing the work well, doing your job well, and only talking to the people who are interesting to talk to, and not just like negative haters. But I feel like you might get caught up in it. You might get caught up in like responding to them and arguing with them. And maybe it's fun for you. Maybe you like it. Maybe it helps you feel better, but I also feel like it'd be better for you to just not do that and just like focus on the work. It feels way better for you to just focus on the work this year. I feel like you do have a hard work job or multiple hard work jobs, but they are kind of sought after. They don't seem like basic. Might be the salary's higher than a basic salary, or maybe you're really liking the boss, or you like the way that you're treated. Maybe you're just left alone to work and not harassed, and it feels like there's something you should be very grateful for. And just take it as like, I'm really lucky and this is a great opportunity, rather than seeing it as, oh, this is really miserable and blah, 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 and I hate it here. Because the more you see it as negative and miserable, I feel like the harder it's going to be to get through the day. Like, you could find it fun and get into flow state and find the day goes really quickly. Or if you have the wrong mind state, you might just find you hate your life and you want to just let it all go, but you feel stuck and trapped and not able to move. But yeah, there's lots of opportunities. If you do hate your job, there are loads of other ones. And you'll hear about them every day. I feel like if you try, you'll see them being uploaded every day. There might be one that's trying to get your attention away from a really good one, or one that you're thinking about that's not as good as a really good one. Feels good to just keep your attention on what's good for you, even if there's other opportunities that you can go with them if you want. But it seems like there's something that's much better than everything else for you, and it's good to just take it. And then from there you can do other things. It's no problem, because you're going to get used to it and it's going to feel like business as usual. And like, you're just finding it normal. I also feel like there may be someone you can speak to who might want to give you like an appraisal. It's someone who's got a good eye and you might want to speak to them. I feel like they might be one of your references. And I feel like they might have noticed something you haven't noticed. They might have a bit of a feeling about you and they want to tell you something. It feels like quite negative what they would have to tell you. But it's also not that bad. It feels like once you can get over your negative feelings about what they would tell you, it's like maybe you think you're worth 85,000. Maybe your old teacher's your reference and they'll look at your CV and say, actually, it's looking more like 30 and you're going to have to do more hours a week and you might need some work experience. And to be honest, I don't know if you're going to get this job. You might want to look for this job. Or maybe you're doing the wrong thing and you should do this and this talent's been undernourished in you and I wish you'd always focused on this instead of this. They might be really helpful. They might give you a good appraisal. Anyway, I feel like you can get some help from critique this year if you just like check into your critique. But you can also find help from your own internal self and you might want to just like ignore the critique. So it's up to you which way would you want to go with the listen to the criticism, take it on board and try and respond to it all. Or just ignore it all and do what you know is best and ignore it, ignore it, ignore it, ignore it. I do feel like there's a lot of stage work for somebody who wants it, on top of your stable 9 to 5 as well if you want it. It's just up to you whether you want to do it or not. Again, like, do you want to? You might have negative thoughts about it. You might have stage fright. You might just not be able to feel like you can cope with it. Maybe you really like it. Maybe it gives you a chance to go on holiday. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you'd like personal, please get in touch. There's a special offer and yearly forecast till the end of the year. But also I have a lot of other readings available. They're not on discount at the moment, but you can still get in touch. My email's below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thanks for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose intuition. Let's see what cards you have. From the Urban Tarot you have the Empress and 6 of Swords. Then from the Vision Quest Tarot you have 4 of Water, 7 of Earth, and 6 of Water. I feel like I want to say you're going to go through the scenic route this year. I don't know why I wanted to say that, but it does feel like there's some kind of scenic route. And it's really funny for you because it's like, huh? What? I get a break? Oh, well, all right then, thanks. Then I feel like you might get, maybe this is your current situation, like you're getting a break and you feel really relaxed and you feel like you're just like getting to treasure your life and spend time with yourself and go with the flow. Then you might start to find things get a bit stagnant and you need to get rid of them. I'm seeing the energy of something that's rotten. It's like a rotten plant or something in your life that's gone off and it started to like melt or wilt or smell funny. And it's like you need to get rid of it and get new things. I feel that energy for you this year, like you need to get rid of loads of old bits from your wardrobe and things that you spent money on and ways of doing things, maybe a career for you, maybe several things that are just not really working for you and they're making your life like smelly. They might be literally making your vibe feel smelly or off, or they might be cluttering up your ways. Or if it's like a job you need to leave, it might be that the job's dead, like your job's going nowhere. Maybe your job's gonna literally like fire you because they don't have enough money to pay you. But it's like that's really good for you because through you getting rid of all the rotten stuff, you find something better for you that's new and fresh and has lots of new life in it. So if you get rid of loads of old clothes, I feel like you're gonna get some brand new stuff. The new stuff's got a clean smell and it's like easier to keep it clean. And it's gonna last for ages and it's gonna make you feel good. Gonna make you smile. You're gonna have that nice scenic route feeling when you wear the new clothes, and if you get a new job, it's like you get to walk the scenic route to the job and you have that new job feeling. And I feel like you're gonna feel that new life feeling and you're changing the way you feel about things. You're changing your attitude. You're gonna be smiling at life more. I feel like there's a project, a creative project or something that's your baby and you have a real feeling about it paying off for you. It's your intuition telling you that you may have put blood, sweat and tears into it. But one day it's going to lead to you having something amazing. Might be your star thing, your star project. Maybe you have lots of them and maybe it's something that's like global for you. And it feels like there's some kind of business plan or like scientific method, like an algorithm or a plan or a way to make it successful that you've figured out, that you've budgeted, that you've imagined, that you've created in your mind. It's like you have something that's like a bit of a sure thing, and it feels like you're ticking all the boxes with something, and you have a lot more than you think. And I want to say that this year you're going to have maybe at some point so much that some things need to go bad or go old. It's like you can't use everything. Like say you buy too much food, you can't actually eat it, it's just going to go bad. So it's good to not have too much, it's good to not buy too much food, because it's a waste of your money if you can't actually eat it. So I feel like that might happen with universe and you this year, where it's like you've got something new coming in that's destined to come in. And for you to make a little space, you need to like pluck away all the old rubbish. It's like you need to prune your garden or get rid of rotted old plants or rotten food so you can put new food in the cupboard. So take that as you will with your life and your finances and your career. But yeah, I am seeing you're going to feel comfy with it. You're going to feel casual. You're going to feel relaxed. I want to say you're going to feel camp. Like you're going to feel like, ooh, this is so fun. Like really, really eccentric and like extra. You're going to feel more feminine for somebody. Like you have like a soft, gentle, trusting in the flow life. Where you get to feel relaxed, and someone you might find that you have a partner to look after. Like someone who's a mother, and maybe for someone you are a mother and you're going to be a mother this year. Maybe you get some time off work because you're being a mother and you think, oh, I don't mind this is a bit better than going to work every day. And yeah, maybe you have to make space for your baby stuff. I know that's not really your career, but it is maybe because your career is now a homemaker and not like a scientist or an administrator or a bookkeeper or a nurse or whatever you used to do. I also feel like someone might get a job in childcare or in care in general. You might be caring for adults who can't care for themselves. Maybe you're trying to study science or medicine and you can't get a job in medicine right now because you're still training, but you can get a job in like a healthcare assistant or something like care home capacity, and it looks really good on your CV. You might find that you're destined to do that. You might be a light worker and you're meant to go and see someone, and someone's really important for you to go and see. It might be their only company and they might be going really demented and sad without you. And just you being there makes them feel alive and better again. So yeah, do be aware of opportunities for you. I feel like sometimes they'll feel really safe. In general for you, I feel like the opportunities you're presented with are going to feel really safe and common sense and sensible and just like, yeah, that makes sense. Cool, no worries. Yeah, of course, no worries. Like it's not really hard, and when you get rid of things, it won't be hard. I feel like you'll be waiting around for a while for things, but there'll be enough. You just might find you feel a bit bored sometimes. I feel like, because there's not that much going on, even though there is. It's just kind of like a boring, relax and, oh yeah, it's cool, it's casual, everything's going well, like no worries. Maybe you have some brilliant ideas. Maybe you're feeding your passions, maybe you're working towards things that are really great. Maybe you can see the potential in the future and you feel really satisfied. And also feel like you're sexually having a great life. I know it's nothing to do with your career, it's nothing to do with your career at all. I just feel like you might be feeling so much satisfaction in your home life and your sex life and with your partner. And maybe you don't really mind your career just being a bit boring sometimes, and you have great ideas, and then things are a bit boring and you just don't really mind because you're so satisfied with home. So you just feel like career doesn't matter. But I do feel like most of you are going to be really satisfied with your career. I'm feeling like there's a science to it, there's a method to your madness, and it's all paying off and it's making sense and it's abundant and it's growing and it's delivering, and it feels like delivering on what you promised is really easy for you. And not letting things go bad unless they're meant to go bad is really easy for you. And it's easy for you to continue the process when you've started it. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. If you'd like a personal reading, the information will be below. I'm doing a 10% discount on yearly forecasts until the end of the year. If you'd like one, let me know. And there's also other readings available, but they're not discounted at the moment. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.